Hello, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please and thank you. I was watching interview that Tracy Ellis Ross was doing. She was talking about she just turned 50, and she was talking about her, because she doesn't have any children or a husband, and she was talking about how not having children made her feel. Um, that she, I guess, because she's at 50, women are going through menopause. Um, Most women are in full menopause by 50. So she was talking about how she felt about the possibility of um, her not being able, her getting to the age to where she can't have the possibility of her having a child is not going to happen at 50. And so she was talking about how that made her feel um, about turning 50 in her um, window, because women have a window of time or where they can have a baby, a healthy, have a healthy baby. And she was talking about how that made her feel. Earlier on, when she was younger, she was saying that um, I guess she was saying how she didn't want kids or whatever the situation was. But she said now she feels some type of way because she's 50, and um, she's getting to that age to where her window is starting to close um, on her to be able to actually have a biological child. She probably was waiting for a good marriage mate to have children. I don't blame her. She probably didn't want to be a single mother. She was busy with her career, and she probably didn't meet the right man. I don't understand, because she's beautiful. Tracy Ellis Ross is beautiful. Diana Ross's daughter. She has everything going for her. She's talented. She's beautiful. But sometimes successful women, when they get to reach a certain level, sometimes really successful women like that have a very difficult time securing, because most men are intimidated, by a woman. When a woman reaches a certain amount of success, it gets more difficult for a woman at that level to find um, a good marriage mate. Um, So yeah, she just didn't meet the right man, and so she didn't have any children. Um, I guess I know, but before she was saying she didn't want any. I think, if my memory serves me correctly, correct me if I'm wrong. But now she says she feels some type of way because that opportunity is closing up for her because she's going into menopause. Um, and I noticed how people are trashing the Black Manosphere is trashing her. I was reading in a blog, how now some women were saying, well, I didn't want any kids, and some women are full support or whatever, but some women are. It's mostly men more so than women. It's mostly men that are seem to be trashing her for not having any, being a woman of a particular age and not having children. This is the kind of thing that pisses me off about being a black woman. We damned if we do, damned if we don't. You know, if we have children, we get trashed for having kids, particularly if we're single mothers. Um, if you're married, divorced, it doesn't matter how you became a single mother. You could have gotten married or whatever. You're still gonna get trash for being a single mother. But then when you a black woman and you are of a particular age and you don't have any children, then you get trashed for that. I don't understand it. Make it make sense. We get trashed for having kids, then we get trashed for not having kids. Make it make sense. And it just I've been reading the different blogs where, and O'Shea Duke Jackson gets on my nerves because he just did a video talking about her. And then every time, I hate it when he does a video about her because every time he does, she gets roasted in the comics section by his minions. And I hate that. It's like I don't know why he picks on Tracy Ellis. I personally think that guy, he's pissed off at every woman that he couldn't have. I think every woman that maybe Tracy represents the women that he couldn't have. Because he picks on Angela Simmons a lot too. I think they represent the women that he couldn't get. So he rags on them because they're representative of the women that he couldn't pull. That's why I think he does that. I think he trashes on because he talks about Angela Simmons too a lot. He gets on my nerves. He really gets on my nerves with that. And you know, um, I think that it's okay. I hate it when they tell women that they're always telling women that if you don't get a husband by a certain age or you don't get children by a certain age, you're they make women feel like crap when a woman reaches a certain age and she doesn't have husband, children, or both. You get to a woman a particular age and you don't have a husband. um don't have kids and not have a husband by a certain age. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Such as in my case. um but be a woman of a particular age and not have both children or a husband. Or you can have the husband and no kids, whatever the situation be. And why do they rag on women for not having children? Now, if she had some kids outside of marriage, or she was divorced, she had to have some kids in divorce, then they would be ragging on her about that. Now, Naomi Osaka on the flip side, Naomi Osaka is pregnant and she's not married. She's getting ragged on. They're trashing her. She's getting trashed because they're saying, "Oh, she's gonna be a single mother. Why would she want time to be a single mother?" Yada 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 yada. Tracy Ellis Ross is being trashed for not having a child. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Instead of them saying, "Well, at least you didn't at least you didn't have a child outside of marriage. That was good." Instead of them saying something like that, she's getting trashed for not having kids. People are, and it's just ridiculous. Oh, you feel bad now because whatever, you know. She just says she feels some type of way, and those feelings are normal. Those feelings are normal for women to go through that. I, do- of course, I had two kids, so I don't know what it's like to uh, not have children and reach a certain age, and I don't know what that feels like. But it's perfectly normal and it's perfectly natural for a woman to feel some type of way if she gets to be a certain age and don't have children. It's perfectly normal and okay for a woman to have those feelings. Because they was like ragging on her saying, well, when you didn't say that before, you say how you was glad you didn't have no kids. And then some other women came in on Instagram and was saying how they felt the same way. And some women were saying, well, I'm glad I never wanted no kids and I'm glad I didn't have any kids. There's a lot of women, and there, ironically, there's a lot of black women out there that don't want any kids. They never wanted any kids. And that's okay. Being a mother is not for everybody. And we were pretty much, people were saying in the comment section, having a child doesn't make you a woman. We let society tell us that if you don't have kids or you don't get a husband by a certain age, you ain't about nothing and whatever. And that is not necessarily true. Women don't have to have kids. Women don't have to get a husband. That doesn't make you more of a woman just because you give birth to a baby. There's women that have kids and is a piss poor mom. They have kids and they're a piss poor mom. They're not a good mother. They don't even, some women that have kids are lousy mothers. They're not, she said something about she's a mother, she feels like she's motherly. But the women that could have probably made the best mothers didn't have kids. But some women that had kids were good mothers. But then you got women out here that had kids were trash mothers. Or they abandoned the kids, or whatever the situation was. Let somebody else raise them. They abandoned the kids, or they neglected the kids, or whatever the situation was. Created a toxic environment for the child, or whatever. They were trash mothers. So just because a woman gives birth to a child doesn't make her a mother. There's plenty of women that birth children, but they're not a mother. I think we all have seen examples of women giving birth to children, but not being. It's a difference between birthing a child and being a mother. Just like it's a difference between a man making a baby and being a father. You know, any man can put a baby in a woman. Any man can impregnate a woman, but it takes a real man to be a father to that child. So same but it doesn't make a man any less than, if saying with a man, it doesn't make him any less than if he doesn't have any kids. There's men out here that don't have kids, but that doesn't make him any less of a man if he doesn't have children. Same goes for a woman. That doesn't make a woman any less a woman if she doesn't have kids. So we need to stop telling women that this is what they need to do, that this is what women need to do to be a real woman, or whatever, is to get married and to have kids and all that kind of stuff. And then try to make women feel bad. Society needs to quit trying to make women feel bad because they reach a certain age and they don't have children. Now, there's women that wanted a family, that wanted to have children, that wanted to have the husband and wanted to have the children, and it didn't happen because there's a lot of women out there that, contrary to what people may believe, there's actually a lot of black women out there that don't desire to be a single mother. They would like to secure a good marriage mate before us, or a solid marriage mate before they have children. Now, if that they don't secure that marriage mate, then they don't have the children because they prefer to not bring forth children into the world without a father, which I can't say I blame them. I can't say I blame them for that, because being a single mother is rough. I'm living testament to that. But society needs to stop making women feel like they're nothing or less than because they didn't become a wife. They didn't become a mother. Tracy Ellis Ross was neither a wife or a mother. Now she's only 50 years old. Who's to say she may wind up marrying later in life? You know, she can always adopt a child, so she could still be a mother. Or she may marry somebody that has children and she could be a stepmother. So the door hasn't completely closed. She could always adopt. So the door hasn't completely closed for her. She may wind up marrying later in life. Okay? Because it's never too late for that. So people just, need to stop making women feel like crap because they're not married at a certain age, or don't have children by a certain age. It's ridiculous. But then when women do have children, you trash them for having children. Make it make sense. A black woman can't win no matter what we do. We can't win no matter what we do. It's this perpetual, vicious, ugly cycle of this no-win situation for us as black women. We're going to get trashed if we do. We're going to get trashed if we don't. Make it make sense. So let me know in the comment section if you heard about, if you've seen that with Tracee Ellis Ross. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you had children or you didn't have children or you don't, you never wanted children, whatever the situation is, let me know what your thoughts are on that. Let me know what your thoughts are on people making women feel some type of way when they don't have children by a certain age or not married. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And as far as I'm concerned is, you know what? If I'm not married, if I never marry, oh well, it just wasn't in the cards. I'm not finna let nobody make me feel like crap because I didn't get married. I'm not even, I'm not even gonna play that. I'm not about to let nobody make me feel bad because on one thing, I'm approved by God. God honors singleness. He does honor singleness. So, as long as I'm approved by God, if God is for me, who could be against me? I'm not going to give a crap about what people say as far as me not being married. I don't have to be married. I'm a mother, but I don't have to be married. Okay? So if I never get married, I never get married. I'm not going to make nobody make me feel like crap because I didn't get married. Okay, hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that subscribe, like, and share. Until the next video, be blessed.